Friday's become a tradition for us here on WTOL 11 News at 4. Who's that? I know
That's
the guy.
you, Oris Tabner and Dan Cummins.
Yeah, we worked together for many years. It's a time for us to look back and highlight some of the great things about our community, our neighbors, and our WTOL 11 family.
Speaking of a great thing about our community, Dan Cummins. Today's Flashback Friday is going to be no different. We're celebrating you. You're very special to us and to our community. And Dan's getting ready to celebrate a big birthday next week.
Yeah.
Here's Amanda Fay.
Gentlemen, welcome home and thank you for your service.
What you see
4 to 6. Wow, that was fast.
is what you get.
Oh, this is going to be fun.
A familiar face
And work really hard to make sure everything's just perfect.
and a comforting voice.
I'd never heard of it, and the more I hear about it, the more I love it.
Dan Cummins is a broadcasting legend.
The plea was innocent today.
He's been bringing news and sports to all of Northwest Ohio and Southeast Michigan for decades, and his personality shines brightly every day on WTOL 11 News at 4.
I know y'all think I'm nuts because it's like 80 degrees and I'm wearing a jacket, but I was cold.
But it wouldn't be Flashback Friday without a look way back.
All right, the latest on the game, please.
They're up by 10 points. Late third
They
quarter.
being?
The Browns.
All right.
Or the 49ers. I'd say
Okay.
right now let's get our playoff tickets.
Excuse me.
ordered.
Are you missing something?
Oh, my sport coat.
Yes,
I was
We wear coats
watching the
here
game
on
with the
here.
Browns backers at
you
MCO,
were?
the MCO Hilton.
Yeah.
I must have forgot it. I gotta go.
Uh,
I gotta go. I'll be right back. I can't believe I did this.
Doing that. That's just.
Oh, you found my coat. When did you notice I left it here?
About a half hour ago.
I was in a hurry. I had a job to do. Hey, can we get some more of these? These are pretty good. I like these. How's the game going so far?
So far, it's looking really good. The Browns are going to do it.
What's with this?
That is for the Browns. The dogs will bite tonight. And we're going to get them.
I gotta go, okay?
Okay.
Thanks a lot. See you later.
Is he doing it?
I'm coming!
nice trip.
You know, I hate driving that fast down the trail at this hour.
I'll bet you TPD does too. Yeah.
No harm, no foul, they say.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Dan's story starts in Peoria, Illinois, where it wasn't television that put him in the spotlight.
Good grief.
Okay, that's not Dan, but Dan starred as Charlie Brown as a senior in a high school play. It's a role that lit a spark.
You're a good man,
perfect.
Charlie Brown.
Yeah.
You're the kind of reminder we need.
It inspired big dreams in a small town.
For the first time in a few years, Doug Shearson believes he can win at Indy. Why? The Chevy engine, which until this year only a few teams could get.
But it wasn't acting. Dan knew his future was in sports.
Now, with tonight's highlights, here is Dan Cummins.
Big Board Friday. Tonight we have highlights from 20 games under the Friday night lights.
Just look at this tape from 1975.
Hello again, everyone. Through most of this year's college basketball season, teams like Indiana and North Carolina State seem to be getting all the publicity.
He may be a little younger, but hearing that voice, there's no question.
And Dan Cummins with sports.
Last year, Bradford was lost for most of the season with a broken collarbone. Macomb and Liberty Benton, undefeated, both state-ranked, rivals in the Blanchard Valley, and their mid-season showdown right here tonight.
Dan was right.
And now, with Big Board Sports, here is Dan Cummins.
Through the years, he's covered some of the biggest games in local sports.
Welcome back to Tempe, Arizona. We're about an hour and a half from game time. Fans are filing in. I'm surrounded by a bunch of Ohio, Toledo area fans there.
He's made the move to news.
Reporting tonight, I'm Dan Cummins.
And his long career is nowhere near its end.
Have a good night. Be back here at 11 for you.
Happy birthday to you. Happy
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Dan Cummins, WTOL 11. That's your morning sports. I'm Dan Cummins. Reporting in Washington, D.C. with Flag City Honor Flight, I'm Dan Cummins. For Stretching Your Dollar, I'm Dan Cummins. Happy birthday to you. Okay, got you. All right, ready? Way to go!
I was going to sing to you, but I realized I can't do it any better than that.
That was well done. That was very well done.
Everyone was hoping you would cry, and you are.
A little bit. Josh Love is a producer for WTOL, a good friend, and he said I was writing this. I was writing this whole thing out, and he says, "This is looking more like an obituary." So he tore up the script and started over. But like, yeah, I'm perfectly healthy. I'm not retiring anytime soon.
You just have the big 7-0 coming up next week.
Going to be 70 on Monday. Yeah.
I will say, seeing all those clips, a couple things about Dan have not changed. The great hair. You don't like to wear your jacket. You love your Diet Coke still.
I love my Diet Cokes. That shtick, I did it in every bit I did back in the 90s.
And you're usually late to the set, running like you were back in the day.
That's true, too.
Well, we have this birthday cake for you. Unfortunately, I lit the candles too soon, and so they all burned out. But we'll just pretend. What'd you wish for? 10 more years here?
No. No.
Unfortunately, no. I think everybody loved seeing that.
Thank you. That was very sweet. Very nice. Thank you for WTOL doing that. I really appreciate that.
We'll be right back.